Right, a warm welcome to the Uxbridge FM History Show. And as usual, we've got Ken Pearce standing by for another talk. This one is on the trolleybus years. When you're ready, Ken.
Thank you. In an earlier talk, I explained how electric trams came to Uxbridge in the summer of 1904. The service ran from Shepherd's Bush to Uxbridge and was run by a company called London United Tramways. In 1931, that company began to introduce trolleybuses in South London. But 2 years later, the company became part of the London Passenger Transport Board, which covered the whole of the London area. This LPTB continued the policy of replacing trams with trolleybuses across its whole network. Work began on the Uxbridge line in 1935. The tram terminus had been just outside what is now the Nonna Rosa restaurant. That was fine, because the trams had drivers' cabs front and rear of each vehicle. But trolleybuses were different. They needed to turn round. The LPTB was able to purchase a property opposite Fountains Mill, and so a terminus was created there. Trolleybuses still needed overhead wires, of course, but not tram lines, and these were just left in the ground for the time being. The first trolleybus arrived in the High Street on a trial run on the 9th of November 1936, and the service proper commenced on the 15th of November, a few days later, and it was known as Route 607. So the noisy trams were now replaced by vehicles that ran smoothly and quietly and had a rapid acceleration. In addition, they pulled into the curb, allowing passengers to step safely onto the pavement. Some of these new vehicles only came as far as Hayes End, and very occasionally others turned at the foot of Hillingdon Hill. And in that case, the destination board read Stamford Bridge. On a trolleybus, the electricity from the overhead wires was conducted down to the vehicle by spring-loaded poles. But when the trolleybus went too fast, the poles would come detached from the overhead wires, and of course the vehicle would stop. This happened occasionally on the lower section of Hillingdon Hill. But at the back of the vehicle, under the floor, was a long bamboo pole with a hook on the end. So the crew would then get this out and reattach the poles to the overhead wires. In the period after World War II, the policy changed again, when the decision was made to gradually replace all the trolleybuses with petrol buses. In our area, the 607 trolleybus was replaced by buses in November 1960. So, for just 24 years, trolleybuses had been part of the street scene.
Thanks, Ken. It sounds very high-tech with a bamboo pole hooking things onto hooks.
Yeah, I'm sure that the crew did it deliberately just to get them to have the opportunity. I'm sure they could have gone slower down down Hillingdon Hill, but nevertheless, it did happen occasionally.
And now, of course, we're transitioning to electric buses, so it's changed again.
Yeah, that's right. Yes.
Right, stay with us because we have another talk coming up.